Offlaner or mid?
Mid's harder than offlane, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
I think offlaner is like much more forgiving. If you don't do well as an offlaner, you kind of...
Yeah, he's offlane.
He's offlane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Radiant
I don't know. I think offlane has one of the biggest impacts when it comes to mid game.
Depends on the hero.
Sometimes more than mid. Well, you're the kind of, like, you are required to be on your lane for a bit, unless you're like a split push offlaner, like a Weaver. So you're kind of required to be there, you know, just to be okay. And then when it comes to mid game, they're like, yeah, you remember those abilities we told you that you should have had? We need you to use them now. And a lot of the times it's the initiation, it's the counter initiation. It's actually, I think offlane is a really crucial role to master. And
yeah, they're all really important roles because you're also comparing.
But especially when
like,
it comes to the mid, like.
5 seconds
so.
remaining.
Still easier.
More so. I think it's more so.
The way that I see it is, the way that I base the roles is how difficult your game is to start. Because the decision making during the mid game, everyone has to make good decisions. There's no difference between like a carry, a support, or an offlaner, because if you have good decision making, you're going to be good during the mid game. If you have bad decision making, you're going to feed. Now, if you can feed or do well in your lane,
let me write this down.
That's a completely different story, right? So it's like, yeah, it's going to be difficult because you have to do more with less. Same thing as a support, because most offlaners are going to get pretty heavily shut down. So, I don't know. It's arguable. Everyone has their own kind of take on it.
Yeah. It also comes down, I guess, to the heroes that are going to be on the offlane. Yeah. All right, so Cloud9 versus Na'Vi. Cloud9, to win this, they can have a run to be first place of the HSRG DreamLeague. Na'Vi, winning this is hugely important. If they do, Rockskiss don't get a chance in, and it gets them a little bit closer to securing that spot in the top 6. Is the match ready?
Yes, yes, we're in the draft.
All right, and also remember for the competition on facebook.com/ROG Nordic, you can predict who's going to be the MVP of the whole Super Weekend. So far for me, it's easy choice right now. Of the first 3 games, it's NOTEL. But we'll have to see who's going to be able to step it up because we've got 2 EG games coming up after this. But over to the first match, which is Cloud9 versus Na'Vi.
On our 4th match up today, or is it 5th? We lost track.
4th.
Bye, James.
We
got 2 more after this.
Cloud9, the team slated to win TI4 versus some other team.
I want to mention one thing.
Yeah.
In a way, I'm pretty happy that Fnatic's not playing again because they picked Coddle twice, and then there were super long games, right? Like, it's really odd to have games go past 40 minutes now.
Yeah. That's actually a great point, and I wanted to ask you about that, or at least your opinion on this. It's like those long games have completely disappeared in the last 6 months, I would say.
Yeah.
Like you get one of those every blue moon, and people are, Reddit thread about how this game was awesome, regardless of if it was good or not, just because they go long. Do you think that maybe teams kind of not forgot, but are not really used to play against that lineups that are prepared for the super early game, and they just fail because of that?
No. I think what ends up happening is, if you look at Dota from a mechanically perfect standpoint, like say everybody hits all their creeps, everybody plays the way that they're supposed to play, the team with the better early game should always win in 100% of circumstances. A well-executed strategy will win the game in like 25 minutes or less, depending on what kind of team you pick, right? The only reason games go on is because of human error. You have 5 people. You have mistakes that are made. Dota is a game of whoever makes more mistakes usually loses.
I think heroes like Call are more forgiving. Like, if, like, for example, in one of the Fnatic games, the carry died mid, and then all of a sudden Call just nukes down the group wave, and it doesn't actually matter that he died. It's all cool.
Well, I mean, we're talking about extremes, right?
Yeah.
Like super extremes.
5 seconds
but
remaining.
The way that I see it is like a team who picks like really solid early game
Reserve time.
and then can execute it well should typically beat a team that goes for like this really turtley strategy, because you're going to pick around being able to fight that kind of a lineup, right? I mean, you could argue it either way, but the way I see it is like, if you have a lineup that's very good for the first 20 to 25 minutes and you can win the game in that time, then usually that's what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Remy, you convinced? Not really.
Not particularly.
Okay.
I feel like, well, I think that's a factor. I'm not going to disagree with it completely. I also think that teams also are a lot better. I think if you're better, you are. So let's say somebody push your tier 1 tower.
Navi's turn.
A team would be like, oh, they push your tier 1 tower. A good team would be like, okay, we're taking Roshan, we're taking their tier 1 tower. We're getting something out of it. And as teams are getting better and better, they're trading more, and there's more clashes. Even though they're not directly clashing, they're clashing for objectives. And then people get more gold, and then the game accelerates quicker. So, like, if you take a game back to like 2010, Chinese Dota, like everybody said, oh, that's the golden age of Dota 1. Like, people just lost tier 1 towers for no reason.
Right.
Yeah. Like, actually, it's really bad Dota if you look at it. Look at it from today's standpoint. So I think player and teams are just better overall.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, obviously, iStrug is patching the game to be faster as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they changed a lot. Like the most important thing that you mentioned was like the kill gold and stuff.
Also, the neutral creep sharing. That's pretty.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things to make the game more action-based because
global experience.
The only objectives of the map are basically Roshan, towers, and runes, right?
Should we add Dragon to that list, or
Reserve time.
Ancients.
make a pit on top?
We should have like a
just have a
on the Radiant side of the map
Radiant
have like a
team
crazy big creep that gives like 1,000 gold,
A Phoenix.
yeah.
Why not?
Well, I mean, just like make
and then
Roshan not
Lifestealer
give
kills it
gold.
at like level 4.
Roshan gives ages and
Yeah.
potentially
Experience.
cheese and experience.
Yeah.
And the other guy gives gold.
10 seconds
Just do what Han did and make the
remaining.
rune spawn in both locations every single time.
Was that like in the...
5 seconds
Does that do that?
remaining.
That sounds.
I think what they did was like the rune would spawn in one location, like the haste, invis, regen, whatever, but then there would be like
Reserve
another rune
time.
that would fill your bottle, but it wouldn't give
Yeah,
you
but it
another
wouldn't give you
effect.
anything. Yeah.
When was this?
I
That
don't
was
know,
like
it was way
late,
after we quit.
later, yeah.
Okay.
I just saw it one game because I was like randomly looking at Twitch streams and I was like, what the heck? What is this gray thing? And then apparently it was like a thing you could fill your
Fake
bottle
rune or
with.
something.
Yeah, it's so
Do you
weird.
remember, there was in Dota 1, we're kind of going into Dota 1 right now, and we're going to talk about the draft when the third pick start, but there was an experimental runes mode that was pretty much kind of like, not exactly what you described, but it was pretty much that.
Banned.
Yeah.
The runes would appear in the two places, and if I'm not mistaken, you would like, when you get one, the other one disappears.
Wait, say that
So
again?
you could never guess wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
but only one
10
player could get a rune.
seconds remaining.
Okay.
So whoever clicks fastest wins.
Well, I mean, you could go and try to
5
contest the rune,
seconds remaining.
if you thought you could, or you could just like try and go who gets faster to the closest
Reserve
rune.
time.
I think that just rewards the person who gets there first instead of RNG.
Yeah.
Because Andy, I checked the runes quicker, but when I got there, it was on the other side of the map, and I know where to see it.
But see, the thing is, that was also me knowing you didn't have wards, because after the first time you went and it wasn't there, I was like, oh, he doesn't have wards. I don't have to go right away.
Well, it doesn't matter, right? If I don't
Yeah,
have wards, I
yeah.
just get wrecked if I guess wrong.
But it's a decent argument to make, because I think the RNG factor actually needs to stay. Because
10
it
seconds
differentiates
remaining.
between not just if the mid player has control over the runes, but how the lanes work
support
out
the
as
team.
well,
Five
right?
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
Because there's more benefit to going like defensive lanes because you can babysit a rune or babysit like the
Radiant
other
team
rune
pick.
in the off lane. So
Yeah, it takes more planning and stuff.
yeah, there's a lot more to it than just being able to be like, oh yeah, it's fine if you don't get this rune because you can just go get that one.
Cloud9 banned out Nature's Prophet against Navi. They're afraid of that global stra.
Yeah, they see Invoker, they see Wraith King, it's
Yeah.
already the making of it. They could also ban out AA, but I guess it's just a hero that they're not as worried about. What do you guys, so earlier I brought up the fact
Navi's
that we
turn
might
to
see
pick.
AA back on a core. I mean, he plays support like he plays a core.
He plays Mirana though. He plays Mirana a lot.
Okay, so I was fairly excited about that. I was sad to see my enthusiasm was not shared among the tables.
No, I was happy.
All right,
Just
okay.
on the
No,
inside.
I think
I mean, I
MV will
do
play
remember
mid.
his bear being...
MV will play mid and
Yeah, Envy will play mid and Aoi will play carry, I
yeah,
think.
okay.
Because even Aoi as a support hits creeps, man. He gets a lot of CS for a
10
support player. Not saying it's
seconds
bad.
remaining.
I'm just saying like
That's his
He's been
playstyle,
practicing.
yeah.
he knows what it feels like to have gold,
5 seconds
And he wants
remaining.
gold.
and he does
can
not want to
taste
give
it.
that feeling away.
What's in AUI, one of the
Radiant team pick.
lone druid players before Admiral Bulldog came into the scene?
Yes, he was
Phantom
the
Lancer as well.
the lone druid player.
Yeah.
Wait, was Armlet?
No, he discovered that armlet.
He discovered the
trait.
armlet.
Yeah, Armlet bug was him.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
No,
He
it was
discovered a
Bulba.
lot of,
Had to be
like-
Bulba.
Bulba.
Well, Bulba
No.
invented Lone Druid.
Right.
So therefore.
And invented the
And
bug
Armlet.
and left it there for AUI to discover.
Okay.
I'm gonna
On
say,
his
man,
doorstep.
AEI is actually one of my favorite carry players because I think he
10
played carry a lot
seconds
better
remaining.
than most other carries.
Didn't he like was?
I thought you were going to say Eternal Envy there for
5
one
seconds
moment.
remaining.
I think that's what he
And
meant.
I'm not gonna go there.
I think Envy
Navi's turn
just
to pick.
itemizes
Whoa,
oddly.
easy, Tiger.
That's the only thing.
Will you just sit down? Will you?
No, he plays Dota like if it was a robotic game, right? If no mistakes were made.
Right.
But sadly, he makes mistakes.
I thought you were going to say
Vacuum.
something like he likes his Dota like he likes his coffee or some weird analogy like that.
Okay. I'll work on that.
Does Navi pick Spectre? We've seen it before. That Spectre doesn't really have that much lane presence.
10
Like in this.
seconds
Yeah, I
Same
think
draft.
if they punish, or excuse me, if they pick a Spectre, they would get punished pretty hard for
5
it.
seconds
We can
remaining.
assume right now that Wraith King could be
Radiant
played
team
as a support.
Or as a
in this.
carry.
Yeah. But I think they're waiting it out because, okay, picking Wraith King in the early stages of the game isn't indicative of what your lanes are going to be, which is really important because a lot of things that maybe like captains of other teams, like tier 2, tier 3 teams, etc., don't get is like lane ambiguity during the beginning of the game is so important. Because if you get like 2 really bad reps in your lanes, and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh crap, well we had a mid-game strategy, but both of our lanes lost super hard. Now our mid-game sucks. So it's just whenever you can pick heroes that can do anything, like Invoker can safe lane, Invoker can mid, Wraith King can support, can carry, Mirana and Darkseer are pretty much the exact same thing. The only thing I would say for Cloud9 is that they have a CM and a Sand King, double supports who can very easily abuse the jungle.
Yes.
So if I'm Na'Vi, I want to keep that in mind because these supports can get a lot out of the jungle. Like Sand King, or excuse me, Crystal Maiden only needs 1 camp, and Sand King can just stack the other ones.
Is that like, if you're Na'Vi, say, okay, we have 2 offensive?
It could be, but we haven't seen what the last pick is from Cloud9.
I'll rephrase. If you were Na'Vi, would you consider that you have the choice of pick? Would you pick something to go offensive, or would you be like, no, we can?
No, to answer your question, I think they already have something that could go offensive. Wraith King plus AA, depending on what your secondary support or carry, you definitely can go aggressive.
I think you need a range hero like Weaver or something like that. Could be pretty good.
I mean, the other side of that is, if they don't want to go offensive, Clockwork is one of those heroes that demand at least 1 support to be guarding the lane. Like, you can't just go double jungle support, because Clockwork's going to get like quick level 5, and he's going to walk in the jungle, and he's going to get a kill on CM. So I feel like either way, Navi's going to have either a powerful tri lane if they want it, or a very, very strong like off laner to deal with these kind of strategy.
It's interesting that Cloud9 banned the Rubik last. They're kind of assuming the Skeleton King is going to be a carry.
Yeah, they would ban Dazzle as well.
Yeah.
So even before that, they thought that it was going to be a carry Wraith King.
So,
which is a little bit interesting. I mean, it could very well be.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean to be one. So.
And also, Rubik has like a ton of really good spells to steal in this game.
Oh yeah.
Are you playing Kuroki? Maybe just the spec ban.
PA?
It's gonna be PA. Oh no! Please
no! Dear Lord.
Envy's been playing this on stream for days.
How's he doing?
Not very well.
Hasn't been great.
Okay, hero's just not that good.
Wow.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Looking at Na'Vi, we're assuming what? X-Sword Invoker, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We can safely assume that. Wraith King, we'll see if it's played as a 1 here in just a second, but you're going to have Chilling Touch, and then you're going to have Clockwork. But allegedly, PA is not that bad against Clockwork because you can just blink out of the cogs. So,
what about Shadow Shaman? I think Shadow Shaman.
Well, here's the thing.
As aggressive hero, you don't want to do that.
No, not aggressive.
You mean go greedy?
Yeah.
I think that any carry against Navi's lineup has to go BKB.
More or less, unless you have a
Invoker.
way. But the main reason I think you say that, though, is because of cogs. Like, cogs is why I would say you absolutely need a BKB,
Yeah.
but PA doesn't have to make a BKB because of cogs.
Because you can blink.
Well,
She might
I
have to
mean,
make one because of chain stun.
If it was a Quaswax Invoker,
here we go again.
as well.
Actually, this is a great carry against PA. I mean, PA.
Wow, yeah.
You just song case. Where are you?
The thing is that last time we that
It didn't go so great.
it didn't go so great.
Well, that's because I don't think Na'Vi had the laning to go for it. Like, they lost all of their lanes, right?
They dropped him in the safe lane, kind of like they did in Game 5 versus Alliance.
No, they went
offensive.
Oh, no, they went offensive.
offensive
Yeah.
lane. Yes, it wasn't the best laning. Now, the question is Envy going mid with this? Or we're going to see
That's what
AI
he's been
going
doing on
mid?
the stream, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think against a Clockwork, so I don't think you could beat a Dendi Exhort Invoker mid with.
No. Probably not.
What if they did dual lanes?
10 seconds remaining.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sanking
Thinking
5
Mirana?
seconds remaining.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
Sand King, Mirana, CM, PA. Because I think the CM, PA could super easily kill Invoker, and even if the AA comes to that lane, they could just kill the AA.
Prepare
Okay, so
for battle.
another option is PA goes solo mid, CM jungle to like 3.
PA is definitely going mid.
Yeah, he's definitely going mid. This is mid build. Get PMS, and then pull
Get
2
Pro.
tangles. And the first item you actually buy is another set of tangles. You get dagger at 1, blur at 2, dagger at 3, blink at 4. That's this build, but we'll see.
So you're saying it hasn't gone well in the pub games?
Well, maybe he's expecting more from his supports, and pop supports are not exactly.
Dendi's using a really nice set.
Well, you don't play pub games to win, you play to practice, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's why people play the same hero over and over and over and over again.
Where do you get that?
Then he prefers a white hat.
I'm more of a purple man myself.
You know what a white hat means in terms of like computer forensics, right?
No.
A white hat is a guy that actually tries to find
30
exploits,
seconds to
but
battle.
not with the intent of doing damage, but rather like to bring them to the light so that people can be prepared.
Okay.
As opposed to a black hat, which
Do it for
tries to
exploit.
Yeah.
They sent a vote mid. Okay.
So if you're a white hat kind of
That's
person,
interesting.
you're actually doing good. So looks like Dendi.
Yeah, this makes more sense in preparation of that gank that
Yes, the
Andy
white hat
talked
makes
about.
more sense.
No, the deuce at mid makes more sense. Because once you turn on your mana shield,
The
even if you have
battle
1 point,
begins.
you should have enough to at least walk back to your tower.
Yeah,
In
but
which
at the
case-
same time, Envy is going to do way better against a Medusa lane than he would do against
Sure,
Dendi.
that's definitely the case. It's just like making sure both of your heroes are farmed versus, you know, one of your heroes is better farm and Envy's getting less farm. Trade-offs, I guess.
Yeah, it's a trade. But I think Cloud9 are still going to be happy with that because I think Navi supports kind of have to gank.
Oh, they're dueling mid. All right, suddenly
Yeah.
everything changes.
Yep. Eternal Envy not so happy.
I mean, they could just do this as well and just be like, yep, we're going to have to rotate one of our supports. And by doing this, they either sacrifice Envy's farm and continue to have both supports farm the woods, or they send one of the supports that's farming the woods to mid, and then that support doesn't get as much farm as normal. So it's kind of like leveling the playing field more or less.
Seems like,
But I think Hopes will be much happier with this start than he was in the last time we saw him play Medusa.
oh yeah,
That was rough.
wasn't thrown to the wolves. Bone 7 is trading hits against Kuroki up on the top lane here. He's got Iron Shell, so he doesn't really care. At this point, Dendi can't really help to force a kill. I get, you know, there's always Sunstrike, but you rather want Cold Snap in situations like these.
Yeah, and good luck creep cutting against that combo. I mean, at low level you can, but at like 3 or 4, you're going to have a really bad time if you do that.
Do you just get one in each? One level exort, one level quest, and a Sunstrike?
I don't think he'll get Wex early. If he
No,
does,
no.
it's going to be like the standard like level 10.
No, I mean like one level quest, one level exort, Sunstrike, Cold Snap. You don't max out exort.
Oh, you mean like get all or
Yeah,
both
yeah.
of your spells at level 3? I think you could. I think in some way though, having max exort's just better, like
For last
more
hitting.
secure last hitting. He can get regen pulled to him if he really needs it.
He's so slow, Invoker, 280 movement speed.
Yeah, he's a wizard, man.
You don't have to run when you're important.
Yeah, it's true.
What do you guys feel about this off-lane situation for our Clockwork player? He's essentially still a 1v1 against a Mirana, because they are going very, very greedy. Like, Sanking's just pulling and jungling, CM is definitely pulling and jungling, but he's at the same time not getting full experience because he's really afraid of the Sanking. I feel like Cloud9's just getting away with something that's extremely, extremely greedy.
Well, they're farming 1 core and 2 supports, and Navi are farming 2 cores. So it's still a trade. Like, sure, there's 3 people getting farm in exchange for 2 on the side
No,
of
Envy's
Navi.
getting a lot of farm as well. Look at mid lane. Ain't one against a dual range lane. Like, I consider that getting farmed.
Yeah, I mean, he can just throw daggers, so it's no big deal. Oh, Bone 7 could be in some trouble here. Dendi throwing out the cold snap. Bone 7 still has a surge, and
No,
they're just
waiting
waiting
for
it
it,
out.
yeah.
No, they're going to go for the double ion shell. They just want to go for a kill on Dendi. Sunstrike's going to be used, and that's going to be the first blood.
Yep.
Dendi picks it up.
A pilot die.
That was a good, like, in the pinch call, though, by Bone 7, because, like, if you surge, you're dead anyway,
Yeah.
because he hasn't used the stun yet. So if you go for the double shell and you just try to go all in for a kill, I think that's the best choice he could have made.
Meanwhile, though, they got a kill on the bottom lane. Pilot that picked up the experience and the kill for that one. I think it's actually a bigger kill. Yeah, sure, first blood was taken up top, but the supports here getting killed and the experience, and the fact that you have Crystal Maiden jungling is really edging out. Crystal Maiden, by the way, Smoke of the Sea picked up. Where do you think he's going to go?
Item-wise?
Hand of Midas.
Which lane do you think he's going to go
Oh, I
gank
think
into?
I think going bottom is probably the safest bet for a kill. But
Nice cogs, but when
Nope, Burrow Strike. Is there going to be arrow follow-up? Arrow's flyer. It's going to hit. The cogs are going to disappear. There's a level 2 Starstorm. Yeah, that's going to be a kill.
oh,
solve.
Yeah.
no stout shield proc. How unlucky. He got that he might hit the cell. Topped up on 7. Gonna be in some
Dyer's
trouble.
top
What
tower
is
under attack.
on 7?
Oh,
Was he lagging?
puppy or
Puppy Paws. Or
Oh, they're like
Okay. So, I think in the lane like this, all I have to do is play safe, right? I mean, is there any reason that he should be diving?
he might have
that
been lagging
aggressively?
out, maybe.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he could have been lagging. That's a very good point. But under normal circumstances, like dying against cold snap in general is considered pretty bad.
Yeah.
You
Well,
don't.
Cloud9's asking for A 4-minute remake.
I mean,
Viva
if the server is that
America.
bad for both teams, I don't see why not. But we have to let the game go because it's not actually 4
Only
minutes.
load, no remake. Okay.
I think that's a fair,
If both team wants it, yeah.
fair thing to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if it's lagging that bad and they want to try a different server and both teams agree, why not?
Well,
But we have to go back in game for like 10 seconds so they can get to 4 minutes because otherwise we won't be able to load from the same
what
time.
will happen?
Don't nobody die, please.
In 10 seconds.
And we're done.
It's like, well, that's it. Game over.
I think they're playing. Yeah, they're playing.
I think one of the admins said, like, try to play it. If it's not playable, then we'll do the load thing.
Yeah, so we said Vlad like bailed. He literally
So I'm
instantly
done.
bailed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not great.
Welp.
Rip Russia.
I don't think he's going to be happy with that.
No.
I mean, he should have bailed. Nobody bailed.
Hopefully he didn't click the actual, disconnect button.
No, I think he did.
No, you can Alt F4 and come back in. But if you clicked it, it'll say the same thing.
Well, here's hoping he gets back in. Because otherwise he's going to be sad. So looking at the overall net worths, I'm kind of inclined to agree with Lumi that this middle lane is still going like very well.
Yeah.
Like Envy is not really being pressured too much. He's got roughly the same like net worth as Havos.
It's really impressive, actually.
Well, if you think about it, you can just throw daggers. It's 150 damage to a creep pure damage. It's very hard to deny that. Even with 2 heroes, it's hard to deny that, you know?
He's actually spending his dagger on Havos now. I'm not
I
sure
think that
exactly
was
what
more
this
of
is about.
like a fuck you dagger.
It's the second in a row, man. It's like, yeah, third one. Hey.
Yeah, he's really pissed.
I mean, he has to spend his mana somehow,
He's
right?
got
He's got a
supports
bottle.
nearby. If you can
Actually
deal
going for
even a little bit of
He's
damage.
like poking Havost.
By the way, Havos build.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't know.
Like,
It's gonna come in. There's a frostbite.
He's
Where
immortal.
is the crits? There's one crit burrow strike. Look at how tanky he actually is.
Where's the
He's gonna make it
TPs?
back to the tower. We're gonna see another dagger.
TPs?
He's dropping low. There's none. There's no TPs.
how
Dire's
does not
middle
a
tower
single
is under
person
attack.
TP to that?
Is under attack.
I don't know.
Like, Phonic didn't have a TP,
No one-
Kuro didn't
no
have
one
a
had a
TP. It took him like 15 seconds to die.
He was probably just like...
Alright, maybe 10.
More
But
like 7, 5.
No, it was a long time.
it was a long time. Either way.
Yeah, they should not have gotten that kill.
On 7. Speaking of... Oh, yeah. Get that double damage. This new, like, chat thing is actually kind of confusing. This thing.
How is it confusing?
Because it makes it look like they got kills. To me.
Well, it's just because you're used to the way that it shows kills in game.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
If it had been there the whole time, you wouldn't notice the difference.
Yeah, but...
Change makes people scared, Shane.
I know, what about that?
They see change and they're like, oh, this is terrible. And then like 2 months later, they're like, no, it was actually really good.
Forget about it. Don't even remember.
That's like every time when a patch lock came out. This patch lock sucks.
No, I think the last couple of patches, people have been like overly excited about it.
Yeah.
You know?
At the beginning, you mean when it came out?
I mean, let's be honest, they stole ideas from our patch notes, so
That's true.
that's how you know it's good.
6 of them. Counted.
Counted. Havo's build is hilarious, by the way.
The thing is, the poor guy gets left out to dry every game.
Yeah.
It's like, the last time he played Medusa, he goes bottom as Dire. This game, he gets dove for like,
40 minutes.
yeah, like an hour, and the team's just like, it's fine.
I mean, like if you're Puppy, you know this. Like he's getting the hardest row. Like it just have confidence in Havos, man.
I think the only one that could have saved them was Croaky. Like literally.
No, any person just flashed a TP. Cloud9 would have said, no, we're not getting
Well,
killed.
what is Puppy gonna do if he TP's in? Like
You can drop the Ice Vortex.
Just the sight of the
Ice.
TP.
Honestly, an Ice Vortex might have saved it.
Yes.
The dagger would have killed him.
Anything would have.
No, but I mean, like, if he TP'd right away,
Yeah,
and like
maybe.
Vortex while he was being chased, then the other heroes maybe wouldn't have been able to get as many autos off. I don't know, man. I'm just like, I feel bad for
Yeah,
him.
I understand.
It's like,
Give the lad a break. Like.
Bot lane, we're gonna see a burrow strike attempt. It's gonna hit. We're gonna see a leap arrow. Look, this is Sing Sing to me. Right? Yep, that's Sing Sing right there.
Does he go Midas?
Dire's
been
bottom
playing
tower
1v1
is under
Mirana.
attack.
Well, Aoi, I think, does.
Fair
it's
enough.
like how he likes money a little bit more than Sing.
No, I think he's gonna go drums and stuff.
Well, with, I don't know. He can taste the Midas, I think. 3 more gold. He's like clicking it.
No, he's got the money.
Dire's
It's
bottom
150.
tower
Burrow strike
is
back
under
out there.
attack.
Get out of there, Pylai die.
Arrow's up.
Starstorm.
But this is a regoose if I've ever seen one.
Oh,
Sunstrike.
not one pile like that. Oh, they checked it together.
you beast!
Oh, Aui's gonna hit it, but no, he has haste. He leaps in, but it's not fast enough. And now it's going the other way. Wow.
And you were flaming me for saying Ice Vortex.
No, Ice Vortex OP.
And then Pylai Die does the standard die to the neutral thing. Oh, tower getting a cliff. Kuro going for the deny here. Should be able to get it. Oh no, he gets frozen.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, no, hit the tower.
No.
Oh, he wants to kill. He actually knows he can't kill because the creep wave's there.
It's fine.
What a player.
Meanwhile, mid lane, Volts gets zoned back because he doesn't have a bottom.
He
He has a south. This follow crowing TA, like, what a player.
Dude, level 4 dagger is 200 damage. You just spam that.
And you can crit on that motherfucker.
Oh, 100 on hero,
Or,
right?
yeah, 180, whatever. Same thing.
Oh, he's going in. Look at that. Just casual. Good big raw.
He's just trying to piss Savost off because he has backup here. That's what he was doing the last time.
And now you're going for Puppy, right? Like, Puppy's a free
Yeah.
kill.
The dagger?
Oh, they're dying for this.
Man, easy.
See, at least Almost tried to save his teammates.
Oh, no.
They're turning back in. Yeah, Mana Shield's out. They have
has no mana.
Starstorm. That's a level
He's
4
dead.
Starstorm. He's dead. Burrow Strike's gonna come in. That's a TP in from Funnick. He's out of mana. Okay, they're going in. They're just regreasing straight up under the tier 1. Sunstrike Reno, that's not gonna hit on anything. And yep, he's dead. The Sun's gonna go on MP. Burrow Strike goes on Puppy. They want to regoose again, I think. Follow through. No, he cannot follow through with that.
Oh my god.
That's another kill. Was that 4 kills on the mid tier 1 tower?
What's happening right
Yeah,
now?
both 7's there. They could turn back in. In fact, they will.
Kuro's ulti.
Well, you get off its reincarn, man. Has a long stun. A long cooldown. What is that Burrow range?
I wouldn't have killed him, man. I really would not have killed him in tower range.
He's fine, Bono.
Clinch.
Oh,
Yeah,
He
he's
has
fine.
the root.
he's fine.
3 seconds.
Arrow's gonna hit on the backside. No! Okay, TP back out. He's fine. What a player.
That was really fucking good.
Bone 7 killed the Skeleton King, and he's like, I immediately regret my decision.
We're so slow.
That AoE slow is ridiculous, man.
Dendi's just been having a giraffe laugh top lane though.
Yeah, I'm actually a bit surprised he hasn't been the one TPing. Like, Cold Snap is so good against teams who do that.
Yeah, especially when you nearly have like 1 Forward Spirit and a Cold Snap.
Oh, he's got 2 now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so AI has a 11-minute maelstrom.
Laser load.
Shadows take us.
I think they go for the arrow here because he's tanking the creep city. Yeah,
like-
that's an arrow.
Oh, boy.
That's an arrow.
Oh, boy. No, they didn't do it. They're just going to go for the bite.
Okay, so
Okay, that cog actually does nothing for you.
when that Moonlight Shadow happened, the 2 heroes up on the top lane is standing under a dire observer. Like, I know that's a very small thing to point out, but
No, it's pretty big, I think.
I mean,
Yeah, it
Would've
should have
seen
been
it.
obvious,
Yeah.
is what you're saying. Yeah.
I'll surge into
surge
Burrow
forward.
Puppy.
Oh god.
Yeah, Puppy's dead, I think. Dying Shout's doing a ton of damage plus.
Oh,
the Sandstorm. Nine up. Okay.
Oh, he's going to go for it. No, Cold Snap! Dondo!
Burrow has it! No!
His corpse, like, halfway burrowed under the ground and then just gave up. Sunstrike on Bone 7. 1 second on Surge.
Surge,
Bottom
get out
tower
of
is
here.
Second.
No, that's the wrong way.
Auto attack! Oh,
What a click.
They got
typical
a
Havos
tier 2
contribution.
tower on the bottom though, so. What's with today's DOTA? It's just like mad
Dude, it's so
clowning.
clowny, right?
It's good. I love it.
Under attack.
So what does this mid PA have done for you so far?
Well, he's going Battle Fury, I guess, because he got a ring.
Didn't he get involved in like a triple kill? Like
I guess.
No,
but
that was Aoi who got the
no,
triple.
but Envy was there the whole time.
No, yeah, he helped get
Yeah.
the.
That's because Navi wants to fight there, right? Like you could just. Well, I guess why wouldn't Navi want to fight under the tier 1 tower, right?
You think that?
Holy, holy, oh,
the
arrow.
creep.
All right, Aoi, that wasn't your greatest arrow.
Don't look her in the eyes.
Oh, the Lightning Lord! Oh my, he pings. He's like, are you kidding me? That last attack really procced.
He's thinking, where's my TPs? 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, poor lad.
One day, Navi will actually like Havost enough to TP for him. But today's not that day.
No, it's not.
Maybe when he's not a 4.
Didn't he get
Dire's
upgraded to
middle
5
tower is
recently?
under
Yeah, I
attack.
took it back down.
Yeah, it was
It
nice. Yeah.
wasn't
The
impressive.
thing is, they're giving him heroes that he can't make plays on. Like, this isn't an Alchemist,
Yeah.
you know? This is a Medusa. Like,
Or even Princess of the Moon.
Radiant's
He's quick
top
with
tower is
that.
under attack.
Weaver. Do you remember Weaver
Weaver's
at TI3?
legit.
Holy
Yeah.
shit,
A
balls.
buy like that might be a little bit trouble up top.
No, they actually TP for him though.
You see? Power of friendship right there.
Power
Even a stand-in fog. He's like, yep, I got it.
Nearly Blink Dagger on Pilot Die as well. Considering he's an arcane boot, it's really
How
fast.
did they de-ward that? Like, how do you even find that ward?
That's I want to see TPs behind the tier 1 ward.
Dendi, as soon as that de-ward's out, he's out of there. It's like, Vods, you got the dangerous lane now.
Is he actually gonna... What? Oh, he got him! Oh my god!
And the rocket flare.
Holy shit!
He's gonna die.
Yeah!
That's a big deal.
What a snipe. By the way, Dendi just walked up to Havos and he's like,
wait.
no, my creep, Midas.
How did they know he was there? They just guessed.
I guess.
It's like, hey man, Sankin's missing off the map. He's probably farming neutrals.
He's only gonna farm a
Helping with
large
the
camp,
game
pretty
knowledge.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really big.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think the biggest difference in this game so far is like the offlaners and the supports are essentially making the game. Like in terms of the 1v1 matchups, the only reason Havos is behind the PA is because he got ganked like 100 times. So the supports on Cloud9, like having the capability of being able to roam, like even individually, if it's just Pylai Die or if it's just Fog, they can still go for kills potentially. But if it's just like one, like puppy roaming, of course, isn't really going to do much. And if it's just the Wraith King, Kuro can't do much.
MV's going for the tower. He's going to get
Oh,
stunned. The Ice Blast, the Sunstrike, everything. Tower denied. That's a good recovery. Fog walks up. He might eat a secondary stun.
1 second. I
He'll go back.
But
But back to your point, Andy, it's as much about the playstyle as the hero, right? Like, it's much easier to gank with CM and Sand King. As we see in Moonlight Shadow up top, they want Dendi dead. And he's been farming too much. Leap? Sing Sing? No. That's it.
He has Regoose potential.
A Lightning Lord. Also, like, it's much easier to gank for a mid lane PA who has a spammable slow instead of Medusa, right?
I don't know about that. You always
I mean-
have Invoker with the Sunstrike and the Stone from Wraith King that sets it up. So I think they just didn't...
50% evasion.
Fair call.
50%.
We can't dodge a stun.
Dude, that's almost like 60%.
That Regoose
It's
Fog's
almost.
gonna feel this one. Oh no, run out of there, Fog. They want Bone 7 instead. Ice Blast, that's gonna hit. Let it go though. Fog on the backline, the Sunstrike, that's gonna hit as well.
We might be in trouble.
Leap,
Leap.
leap.
Yeah, leap.
Oh, he's gonna get hooked.
Hookaroo is on.
Dodge. Ooh, ooh. Oh,
Nice.
okay.
That's a streak as well. That's huge.
It's a good though.
And Puppy got it too. So now
Point
he's like,
booster.
yeah, there's my point booster, boys.
Cash money, baby.
But in the meantime, they are going to push down mid. So it's not like Cloud9 are just taking the deaths.
Are they gonna push down mid?
I think Envy is like waiting for the goose here.
Okay, yeah, Regoose.
Oh my
That's
god, no.
Well, that's Kuroki though. It doesn't really
got
kill.
ult.
Oh, it's so slow.
We're not really walking.
The tower's missing. Oh,
Strike.
oh
Crit, crit. No,
Oh my
didn't even
goodness.
need it. Yeah.
Look at all these like heavy artillery coming down the mid lane. That's an Ice Blast.
No, Nicole.
Stun
That's
was
fine.
a little early.
Like they had a rocket flare in the air as well. Bone 7 in the top lane. Oh, he can't
I think he's
surge.
dead.
Okay.
Oh, maybe
no.
not. Cold Snap is off deafening. Oh! Just the tip, man.
Just the tip. Oh,
Okay,
Dendi might be
Starstorm.
feeling the
No,
pain
that
though.
arrow Sing Sing would have missed that. I'm just saying.
Yes. Oh,
Okay, this is all very close.
mana burn. Mana burn. Oh,
Okay, you gotta dodge that rocket though.
he's so
You
afraid.
gotta dodge Ice Blast. There's like a lot of stuff.
Just stay in
He's
the
just
trees.
sitting there, man.
There's
Stay
no
in the
mana,
trees.
no mana clock, so he's fine. A's not even trying.
Or is it? That's what he wants you to think.
It's like that one clip of the Bloodseeker Invoker team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Who
He's
lets
just
him
sitting
get
there.
to like right outside the base and he's like, just kidding.
Hadouken.
So with Envy going Battle Fury, I mean, his damage output's going to be substantially higher, but I actually think that this item could end up hurting him because going a Battle Fury on PA, you're not going to get any survivability, right? Like you're not going BKB, you're not going drums, you're just getting a Battle Fury. So I think the hero is meant to be played more during like the mid game than it is like ultra late game. Sure, she's a decent 6-slotted hero, gets 50% evasion, pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But I don't know if necessarily going this farming-oriented style against a Medusa team is necessarily the best choice.
Yeah, and obviously BKB doesn't help you against Stone Gaze, so
Yeah, I mean, I understand why he's not making a BKB. I'm just saying that you're making an item that's going to make you very susceptible to just getting exploded for a very long time. I mean, even just a
Dire's
Hellfire
top
Blast
tower
and a
is under
Sunstrike
attack.
almost kills
Is
him.
under
Yeah.
attack.
Okay, let's look at it a different way. Is it actually okay if your PA dies? If he jumps in and takes all the focus, you still have the necessary damage to kind of follow through, right?
So
With the
where
epicenter,
Aoi comes in,
with the vacuum, yeah, and you know Aoi on his Mirana.
who has farmed this shit.
So obviously you don't want your 1-row core to die, but
No, Aoi's the
Dire's
one.
top
yeah,
tower is
yeah.
under
So
attack.
is it actually okay for a 2-row to blink in and soak damage? I guess if you're doing that, you
Technically,
won't get a
yes.
Battle Fury, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if he wanted to be focused, he wouldn't go Battle Fury.
Well, Navi just killed Roche with the Necro 3.
Yeah, Kuro's up here.
Dire's courier
Courier's
has
gonna
been
get sniped
killed.
as well.
Oh.
Been killed.
Kuro's got no ulti. He's in panic mode. He's like, team, please. Here comes one TP. It's gonna be Dendi. Rest of Navi's making their way up here right now. Ice Blast gonna miss.
What do you think of this?
Wow,
net?
Puppy's not going eggs. He's going back. What a team player.
He just loves everyone.
Would have called him
Really
more of a
does.
team
He's
player if he
making it up to
TP
Havos
earlier.
for the early game. He's like, you know what? I didn't TP for you, but I'll buy a mech. So I won't TP and mech you.
I don't really like Angel Apparition mech, to be honest. I think you need to be like far away to get the Ice Blast. AoE.
Yep, I agree.
And I
Arrow, not gonna hit. There's a blast though. Okay,
You
they
shall not
they
pass.
cannot come into that ice wall. Yeah, they need to back out, and they will.
Yeah, I think you need the Ags, like, and stay far away. Like,
Yeah, but Funek's never gonna get a mech. That's the thing. Like, they don't have anybody else besides him and Funek who can make the mech. And nobody else has the money. Like, you're not gonna make your Wraith King get a mech.
I don't know.
He doesn't have the mana, man.
It only costs 75 mana.
Nah, he doesn't have the mana. Skeletons are stupid.
He's not a skeleton anymore. He has a cross hunt.
1-7.
Surge
Oh, he's so in trouble. Wait, no
Where's the
Sunstrike?
Sunstrike? Oh, cooldown.
he's
on
fine.
both. He has cooldown on
Okay,
both.
he's not fine. Frost by him. He's definitely
Oh,
not back
Dendi's
him
so
away.
greedy.
Let it go.
So greedy.
Okay, he's still. Oh
Middle
god.
tower
Oh,
is
flared.
under attack.
They got the Aegis.
Yeah,
I don't think giving up the Aegis was... He could have just sent the creeps in there, man. He didn't have to commit that hard.
gotta go hard.
Okay, yeah,
Well, Aoi wasted his leap, but he doesn't...
Mid lane here, it looks like the root is here, and they're gonna go on Havos. Where's the bounce? Here comes the. Okay, run around, run next to him. Don't turn around,
Don't
Envy.
look her in the eyes.
All right,
Okay.
just got a haste.
Oh.
It's fine. Crit Lord.
On
And
demand crit. They could get more if they want. Okay, no chasing up the hill.
Superman.
Vos is like, why didn't I get the Aegis?
Fuck you, Dendi.
Yeah, I don't know why they pick Havos Dusa and just give him no help.
They
think-
just
I think-
throw him to the wolves, man.
No, I think that's the idea. They go get mana shield and stats.
Yeah,
And go
is that the
middle
tankiest hero?
and
If you go
absorb.
mana shield stats,
I
like
think
just
it is.
no help.
Yeah.
But what is that
Dire's
given
top
them? Like,
tower
what
is
Stone
under
is...
gaze.
attack. Is under
Okay, but
Dire's
let's say for the
top
sake of
tower
argument that
has
it's the same
fallen.
mentality.
Blink.
That,
Oh,
what? Anyway,
miss.
Okay.
you were talking about how maybe like Envy wanted to be focused. Like clearly we decided that that wasn't the case.
Right.
But if that was what they wanted Havos to play Medusa for, what did they get out of him getting ganked a million times mid?
So your Dendi could do
Space.
damage. Dendi MVP,
Space.
man.
Yeah, look
Yeah,
at
but it's like
And then
reverse
you-
space creation.
and
It's
then you
space
get your ice
consumption.
Dire's top tower is
You're
under
dying.
attack. Is under attack.
Your tower dies.
It's fine. You've other towers.
You have, okay, you do have other towers. I can't actually, I can't dispute that.
Does Aoi get a BKB?
I think he's fine, actually.
Really?
I think if you want survivability and maybe a lifesteal would do just fine.
Manta's still good as well.
Yeah.
Against Medusa? They just die.
It only hits 5 targets.
No, the Stone Gaze instantly kills.
Oh, you're talking about the ulti, yeah. I don't know. I still think Manta's nice for split pushing. Like when you already have a Mjolnir, you can just like Manta
Yeah.
push the wave in.
Again, it's also the mobility, as Andy pointed out earlier.
Get the Asha.
You can go S and Y.
Yeah,
I actually like SNY here.
yeah. I think Manta still has the waste because it does just die.
Well, I mean, you could just wait for him to ult and then do your thing.
Yeah, I think
that's it.
he actually has to ult early in fights, especially if Envy like blinks on him. It's like a panic. I have to ult now.
When Dendi gets a few more levels on Wex, and he starts doing the split shot with Alacrity, it'll do a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a good thing to bring up actually because we haven't really talked much about it.
Yeah.
And the way that he's building, because he has a lot of attack speed, like he has drums, treads, Yasha, is that the
Dire's
Exort
top tower
like plus
is under
damage will
attack.
be much more beneficial for him.
Yeah.
Because he already has so much attack speed. Look at them arrows, man. Just imagine if he actually had... Well, I mean, he's still really farmed considering how crappy of a game he's had. Like, being the 4th highest on net worth when you've died that many times. What a guy, man. Maybe that's why they put him in bad positions.
Yeah, they throw him under the bus and he just kind of crawls his way out.
He's clawed his way up, man.
One Dendi mid right now. You see probably down the right side.
I don't know.
The Blink Dagger hasn't actually found them too many kills. Dendi's just aware.
Funix sniffing about the place.
Does a robot sniff?
Yeah, it does, yeah. The sniffing bot.
Okay, it's fair. I didn't actually know. I'm not an engineer.
The iRobot movie. Never seen that?
That movie was so terrible.
So bad.
It is awful.
Will Smith, he's not great at the movies.
He's kind of gone downhill since the late 90s.
What was that? The cowboy movie that was so bad.
Oh, Wild
West. I don't even know how I know that. Like, I only know the bad movies.
It was him and Owen Wilson, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So, and they were in like so. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
It's like, man, you should have just stopped after Independence Day. Just don't make
that was
any
a
more
classic.
movies. Yeah. All right, back on point, boys. We're getting sidetracked, which is okay sometimes. There's not really a whole lot going on right now. It's more or less just a lot of farming, but hooked up off the mark.
Pilot that.
What a blink!
It's like I felt that one coming. I sniffed that one.
He felt it in his tail, man.
Okay,
Oh,
now
now
we need
he's
to
gonna
kill this
die.
Sandstorm. Okay.
Oh, he dodged one gank, tank the other.
Whoa.
He can't get away. He's got AA ult on him.
Unless someone pipes him in the well.
Buy cloaks. Yep, he's
Whoa.
buying cloaks.
No, he's still dead.
Well, now you have a cloak. Not too bad, right?
Buy more cloaks. Well, see, now the problem is he can't sell it because he's dead, so now he's stuck with the item.
Yeah, now you have a cloak. It's all
That's a
good.
good item. 15% spell resistance.
Yeah, but he was making a BKB.
Don't worry about it. You'll just have it as a casual cloak till you get your BKB.
Maybe it's a halberd, actually.
I don't know, man.
Against Medusa, it's pretty good. Because Medusa
Right, so
usually don't
PA's got
go
4K. You guys are, kind of debating about BKB. Has the recent 15-minute change your opinion?
But she just got one.
Okay,
so
well,
that changes my
yeah,
opinion.
right. Okay, so he is gonna go BKB.
I think the reason why he actually opted not to go BKB first is because a first item BKB PA does nothing.
Well, we saw that on PyCat the other day.
just-
Yeah,
Like kittens.
it's so low damage because by the time you actually get a second and third item on top of your BKB is at 4 seconds. Then you have like no damage uptime because your BKB doesn't last long enough for you to kill anybody unless you are RNGesus. So it makes sense to not rush the BKB first in that sense.
Oh god, here comes the combo.
Where's the BKB there? All right, he'll
got
walk it off.
It's a
Take a
Regus.
BKB down.
That's a
He wants to
Regus.
go. Oh, never mind.
No.
I would have went.
That's when you like blink in, get like 3 crits right in a row, and then there's like a Reddit post, PA so legit, LOL.
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a pulse regardless of whether PA or Medusa wins because they're both bad carries.
Medusa's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I think Medusa is more usable than PA.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, clearly PA is being used, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of how hard it is to actually run the hero.
It took 3 people at like, what, 4 or 5 minutes in? It's like 20 minutes to kill him.
Yeah.
Vanish.
Oh, Darude top.
Here comes another all-in on Havost. I'm getting everything, guys. Can the man get
Manta?
one
He has Manta? He has
TP?
Manta?
He's gonna get one, but unfortunately it doesn't
Oh.
really matter since
Get
it's gonna be
out
there.
of there!
A-blast! Oh, it's so close. Kuro,
Okay.
he's gonna get his
Yeah, turn around, I was like,
blink
oh, wait.
forward, man up! Man up, you got ult!
He's gonna man up.
Wait, no, why would you stun the guy without A ult? Oh.
Okay, now they're gonna kill him again, right?
Yeah.
No,
Nah,
they-
it's fine.
They have arrow and stun.
And
Why didn't
PA
they-
killed Puppy as well in the woods.
I guess. Why didn't they go on him?
I don't know.
mean,
Maybe they
back
thought
up,
that there
right?
was gonna be more.
Yeah, Funix ready here.
It's probably miscommunication, to be honest. Like, oh, Funnick,
They don't have arrow anymore though. Nope.
he's out of there. Oh, what a hook!
He's got Burrow. No, he doesn't. He's dead.
Oh, he burrowed already.
Okay,
yeah, he's-
blink and tank it together. What a friend! Okay, but never mind. They don't get
What
the
a
kill.
friend indeed.
Get out of there, man.
Ride together, die together.
I mean, that's the only reason you blink in there, right?
Yeah, of
and you
course,
make
yeah.
the wall so you get one more unit. I like that, like Cloud9, they just think of all these like small things, like buying a cloak in the well.
Ah,
Who does that?
Okay. Wild Wild West was Kevin Kline, not Owen Wilson. Thank you, Kalen. I read it.
Oh, is it
Shanghai
Owen and
Noon.
Shanghai
Jackie
Noon.
Chan that makes
Dude,
it?
it's been a long time, okay?
And that Shanghai
That
Noon
makes
movie's
me
actually not bad.
And has Kevin Kline? Yeah, he's been in stuff. Never mind. I actually know movies he's been in. I was going to say, has he been in anything since then? And I was like, yep, he has.
What has he been in?
No more words, Shane.
You don't know?
Just Dota. No, I know he's been in stuff. I just can't remember the names of the movies.
Oh, okay.
So pipe done now on Phonic.
And Hex done on Dendi, which is
Pretty big.
Yeah.
I think he goes Ags next, probably.
Blink Dagger, I think.
So you think after this to Blink Hex? Yeah, that's actually really legit as well.
Okay, in terms of the way that Envy's playing this PA, like, why are we watching a PA instead of another carry? That perhaps has better laning potential.
Because BKB on a hero who has 50% evasion is much better than a BKB is on a lot of heroes for the same reason that...
Oh.
All right, here comes that.
Phonic kind of ninja'd out of that one there.
I don't think he even knew. He just
he just dodged the bullet. And by bullet, I mean like train, because that would have been just jumping in front of a freighter, man. Wouldn't have been great. But yeah, back to the PA thing. It's like the hero has the potential for some of the highest damage output of any carry, right?
The highest.
Especially when you get 16, right? Because your coup de grace does the maximum amount of DPS. So the same reason you see like so many carries like SF go BKB and then Butterfly, or Gyro goes BKB Butterfly, is because they already do so much damage.
Yeah,
same thing for PA.
Oh, Havos.
Okay, I don't know if they want to get in there. Yes, everything's coming from Navi. Havos is tanking it all up. And Envy, is he activating the BKB? He is. There's a wall on top of that. He just kills everything. On the back line, Kuroki's low. Dendi needs to be focused. Look at that coup de grace. It just almost creep up me. But here comes the Hex. Force Sap away from Envy. He could just blink back in if he wants to do so. Okay, Dendi's just solo out DPSing them right now.
Yeah.
The Necrovoke, man, I'm telling you.
So,
Envy. Okay.
He clenched a bit when he did that, I'd say.
He wanted some gold. If Kuro didn't blink away there, I think they actually get like 3 kills. Like, Kuro thought that they couldn't fight, but they still had 2 Forged Spirits and the Necro Book out, and the BKBs were all down. There was no epi. I think it was a little bit of an unfortunate call by him to actually back up there, because he blinked up to the high ground, right? Like, he didn't blink forward to chase. I think they're really...
Little scour arrow.
Okay. Well, that's going to scout.
It's going to hit Roshan.
It's going to help, yeah.
Oh, there's a double damage rune top. And Envy's checking it.
No, he's not. He's not.
Yeah, he's checking it, man.
Oh,
he knows.
I thought you said owie. Envy's checking it.
Okay.
That's the rune of destiny.
All right, now you go into the pit and just kill everything. Does he make
it
in
hurry,
time?
man. Oh, God, they're not killing it fast enough. They need to get out.
Panic stations, boys.
Well,
There's a ward there. They see it. No, Kuro got arrowed.
Okay. Yep. Don't do it wrong, man.
You can do it, Dendi.
Oh, the manta.
He didn't get the Hex.
Okay. Yeah, BKB, DD.
Oh, boy.
Everything is just dying. He's going to get the Age of Structure TP, Envy.
By the way,
Kuroki's just hanging there. Kuroki trying to pick it up. He's going to be dead.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, now he blinks on the high ground. Puppy's going to be dead as well. My God, these crits. Here comes the runaway ult.
Why is Phonic here?
Phonic, get out of that guard. The rune of destiny, man.
So the rune didn't do anything because he BKB'd off his DD.
Yes.
But it's the rune of destiny.
Away.
Yeah.
He didn't even hit anybody with it. He activated the DD and then BKB'd.
Wait,
so
he did it wrong?
Yeah, he did it wrong.
I think he got 1 crit.
No, he crit for 700. That's not a DD crit when you have a Basher and a Battle Fury in level 16.
Oh, Envy, please. Aoi wouldn't make that
It
mistake.
gave him the confidence to go in.
He messed it up and it didn't matter because he's crit every single person that he hit. Here comes the Reddit post, boys. PA super awesome hero. But no, I have to say, the way they ran it actually worked really well. Because it was a lane that Envy actually couldn't lose because it was a Medusa. And they ganked the Medusa.
Well, here's the thing though.
Why didn't they send the Volker mate?
Exactly, why didn't they?
I don't get it.
Well, I think because of the way that Dendi was building, they kind of favored him having like the earlier Necro Book.
Okay.
Because I think the Necro Book makes a much bigger impact than Havos maybe having like a Lincoln's or something like that. Because realistically, that's what he farms, right? Like if you get free farm, you go like Manta or Lincoln's or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe he still goes drums, but either way, it would have taken a lot longer for Havos to become relevant in terms of farm than it does for Dendi. So Dendi having the items sooner makes it so Cloud9's lineup can't just run them over at like 20 minutes.
Yeah, there's also the thing that Medusa's much harder to gank if you had TPs.
Yeah, TPs are a good item.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe a little bit underused in some games.
In certain teams.
Holy Envy. Okay.
That damage. But that's not an Ags ulti, so.
The Clockwork Rocket.
Nice, fine. He's got a bottle. And Aegis.
Oh.
It's getting to that point, though, where PA is no longer the carry who goes in and instantly dies. Now
He needs 200 gold, and I'm pretty sure he one-shots.
Yeah, he can go on pretty much anyone.
Yeah. It's filthy.
He also, once he goes in, there's a good chance he bashes the DOTA. I assuming they're going on DOTA.
And then he can't ulti?
Yeah, cannot.
Yeah. Can Abyssal Blade him in like 60 gold?
All about the RNG, man. Pray to RNGesus.
Cruel mistress.
It really is, man. Some games you have it and some games you don't. This game, Envy has it.
Didn't he get like 3 or 4 crits in a row in the Roshan fight? Like,
Well, he crit every person he attacked. That's the thing.
The thing is, yeah, well, he's been alive for such a long time. Like, you are going to get crits when you have Phantom Strike, because it increases your movement speed, or attack speed, excuse me.
Yeah, but sometimes you just have those, like, you hit 4 or 5 times, you don't actually get a crit.
and the crits he got were like on 3 people with the cleave as well. They were like really well positioned.
So Cloud9 looking to be in a really solid position here.
Does the Scotty even save them with it on a Vost if he can get a Scotty? Does it
Probably not.
It doesn't do it, does it?
The problem that they're going to have right now is that there's no MKB for the PA. And if the BKB is on, I mean, Envy more or less can't be killed right now.
They have a Hex on Invoker on Dendi.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, he can't die because he has an Aegis. Like, they actually can't kill him.
Yeah. Okay.
So if they kill him the first time, then he comes back with BKB. You assume he probably uses Abyssal like the first time around, right? To try to do damage. So I think this is a time where Cloud9 could just potentially go for the last tier 2. I don't know if they can go high ground necessarily because their team is actually pretty poor at it. Like their heroes don't
They
go
need to
high
get a
ground very
pick,
well.
I think.
Yeah, they've been looking for these picks. Unfortunately, the Moonlight Shadow has been used under wards.
Oh. But I die.
Okay, seen one. Okay,
Oh,
that's a little bit
Jesus.
aggressive. Get out of there.
Oh, what a BKB.
And here comes the vacuum wall. Where's the PA in the middle of this? He's right here. BKB. He's using it. Okay. What did they kill? Like nothing. Okay,
He just
going Kuroki.
Hey man, value CS. Here comes a stun on Envy. BKB's down. It's a buyback from Dendi. They want to try to turn this. Envy's actually stuck inside of the cogs. He's
he
going to
blinks
blink
out.
away though to
Dire's
safety.
middle tower
The
is
meatball,
under
it does
attack.
nothing. And Havos died as well, man.
Hexed.
Yep.
Oh,
highlight
shot
that
back
again.
in by Funnick. They're going to find Kuro as well. That is reincarnation down. Bone 7 going to be forced out.
All the
Fog
heroes.
now just getting attacked by like a full creep wave
babies.
and minions as well.
Oh,
Envy
God.
though, he's the
I
crit
think
lord.
he goes ham.
Envy is losing all his mana. Turn back Envy.
Dire's
Nice,
middle tower is
fine.
under
Oh,
Dire's
tornado.
middle tower has
Nah, they
fallen.
can't finish him.
Has fallen.
Didn't even lose the Aegis.
Yeah. Not
So I
good.
know why now he's played PA so much. It finally makes sense.
He's RNG.
The more you play PA, the more crits you get. Think about it. Like every time I see a PA in competitive play, I'm like, if I had this crit rate, I'd play this hero every
He
year.
also gets double runes on the same spot. Like, it's cool too. He's got an illusion haste.
He also has like 3 gig gold. Oh my god.
Yeah, but like the more you play on PA, the more you believe the hero, and thus you get the crit.
All you gotta do is believe, man. That's it.
There you go.
Dota's won on hopes and dreams.
Oh my god, that's a buyback.
And there's another crit.
I think that might be GG.
He attacked him like 6 times. Of course you're
Okay,
gonna
he
get a
attacked
crit.
Funnick twice and crit him on the second hit.
It's filthy.
PRD, you know it happens. Is
It's
it
not
PRD?
supposed to happen with PRD. That's the whole point of PRD.
that's
No,
not, it's just,
I don't think it's
no,
PRD
it isn't,
for
it isn't,
Big
it
Rai,
isn't.
right? Yeah, it's just
It's
straight.
just
There's like a
random.
lesser chance that you will get that many
Yeah.
crits in succession.
Look at the. Oh, don't. Like.
No, just, he can go ham. He has an
Dire's middle
Aegis.
barracks
Like, what are they
are
going to
under
do?
attack.
They don't have Dendi. He bought out.
Dire's structures
Havos doesn't
are
really do any
fortified.
damage because he had to go all defensive items this game. I think this was an ideal situation for a PA pick, though.
Game's never
Dire's
over when you
middle
haven't do so.
barracks has fallen.
Lumi knows about this.
Dire's middle
I don't know,
barracks
man.
has fallen. Middle barracks.
I feel like Cloud9 are going to win this one. I'm no math guy, but
The next like 3 fights, he won't get any crits at all.
even if he doesn't, he still hits for 300 damage.
Yeah, and he has a blink strike to increase
just go
movement speed.
kill him.
Oh, it's filthy.
Okay. Well, they're trying to burst him
he
down.
can do
He's not getting any crits right now, but it don't matter.
Still hits for 300.
Yep. Pi in a little bit of
gold.
trouble. Pi gets critted, so he's dead.
There's a gem.
I'm not sure if I like that dive.
Havos
under
is
the
like,
tier
no, I'm
4
not walking
towers.
through that wall.
Dire's top
I'm
tower
out of here.
is under attack.
Declines.
Too
Going to
old
go
for
for the
this
other
shit.
objectives. So what do you think Envy's going to go for now? Are we talking about
Butterfly?
I think he just
lifesteal?
goes full damage, like
Okay.
MKB or something.
Top tower has fallen.
He could go lifesteal if he wanted to.
I don't think Butterfly works well. I mean, evasion stacks, yes.
It does give you more evasion.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Do you need
I don't know
more evasion?
exactly what the percent is, but you just buy like 2 butterflies and just sit in the
No,
well.
I think 1 stacks pretty well with Blur. I don't know.
We'll have to ask Bruno. I'm sure he knows.
I mean, I do know. It doesn't stack well. Like, you get to, I'm going to guess, 60-ish%.
pretty fucking good.
From 50 to 60, you want to send 6k?
You get attack speed and damage.
Which none of these things are.
Look, if Shane was trying to sell me a car, I would have bought it already. I'm just saying.
And damage.
Okay, I can't.
So what is the choice gonna be? I still think.
Well, Satanic's not bad.
No, Satanic's definitely not bad. Like, I think it might be overkill though, because I don't think he's gonna die anymore. I mean, look at Medusa's items, right?
Yeah.
He went nothing but defensive items, no MKB, no damage items at all. They're relying solely on Dendi for the damage output at this point and A ult, I guess.
Oh, does he have the snowball throwing device? I can't click on that career. Yeah, he does, yeah.
Okay, so he has a Scotty, but is it actually? Does he have the full Scotty?
Yeah, he does.
He needs like a Orb of Venom.
He needs the Orb of Venom. Okay,
I'm sure
so he has it now.
Yeah.
Which is actually good against most melee carries, except the one that could blink around.
Yeah.
And the one that you're not going to hit half the time because you don't have an MKB.
It's all irrelevant.
Unless you turn him into a pig.
I don't know. Again, even if Envy dies, the rest of the team has so much
Why does
damage.
Kuro have like 3.2k gold?
All right, it's MKP. Is Kuro saving for
I don't know.
Basher?
Maybe he gets a
Relic?
Hex too.
I think AC is what he
I think
should
we need
get.
another Hex, to be honest.
Hex?
Radiant's top
Yeah.
tower is under
Okay.
attack.
Well,
Because-
AC would reduce a lot of damage from PA. Not a lot, but...
It would reduce damage, but he could just as easily go Vlads if he's really worried about having the +5 armor to his team.
Okay.
I mean, it's still pretty legit at this stage in the game.
I think if Oz goes Rapier now. You gotta go big or go home, man.
He could go Rapier. I think MKB might actually still be sufficient.
If you're attacking, like, say, a creep, and you're using split shot, you still have the same chance to miss on
Oh, the train is coming. They see
PA?
Puppy.
He's screwed.
Yeah, Puppy dead. Wow. Oh, there's a blink in from Kuroki. Where's the rest of the team?
Kuro.
Yeah, Envy says, all right, I'll just hit this.
And good night.
That hurts.
Go back out.
Dude.
Hero that's gonna hit. Burrow Strike. Where's the blink vacuum? Nothing on just yet. Here comes the bash. They're gonna go on right. She's so tanky. She's gonna Manta with the vacuum back in and the epicenter. And the cleanup crew. Envy's gonna just
Snake
almost
away.
alive.
Snake away.
Okay, never mind. He just got like
Oh, dirty.
Oh boy.
It's a lightning chicken. Oh god.
okay.
Okay.
Dire's
Alrighty
middle
then.
tower is under attack.
Okay, so we got to see a couple of things that we don't normally get to see.
Which is great.
Radiant
Yeah,
victory.
I'm happy to see new heroes, so it's good.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the PA and why it did work. Okay. Under normal circumstances, a team has at least a carry who has some kind of fighting potential during the early game. This Medusa actually built to be a creep. Like,
Okay.
mana shield, stats,